Well, as Toyota gears up to take the hot seat on Capitol Hill, my next guest says, forget Toyota, he's onto something, well, just hot, period. It is called the air car. But a lot of people call it just airhead crazy. That is where Pat Boone comes in. And trust me, Pat ain't crazy, but the entertainer turned car guy is convinced this air car will be a big hit. Pat, great to have you. What is this about?
Hey, good to see you, Neil. It is saving the planet. It is getting us off our dependence on foreign oil. It is cleaning up our environment, and it's fun. That's what it is.
Well, how does it work? Does it work on air, is it?
Yes, it is. It's compressed air. Same principle. Don't laugh. I'm going to watch you, see if you laugh. But you blow up a balloon and let it go, what happens? That's propulsion. An engineer in France has been working on this for 10 years. He's developed it. It's already being manufactured and marketed in India by the biggest car company in India, Tata Motors. Car runs on compressed air. That's it. It's the same stuff you put in the tires.
So is it a tank? Is it like a tank of compressed air, or what?
It's a cylinder. It's a very strong cylinder into which you pump highly compressed air. They have 2, 4, 6, 8-cylinder models already and a minivan.
And how far does it go on that cylinder of compressed air?
Right now, with no modifications, 50 to 60 miles, which is more than enough. It's like a smart car, cute cars. They're neat designs. They're lightweight, of course, plexiglass bodies, but the motor runs on air, and you simply use a compressor. Well, you don't have to use an industrial strength compressor, as many factories do, to blow away metal filings and shavings and stuff like that. Those things can kill you. It's the same compressor that puts air in your tire, Neil. I think it's a God thing because he cares about our environment.
Bear with me then. Then let's say 50, 60 miles, it's out of compressed air. You go to where you would fill up your tire, right? And refill it.
You go where you fill up. Yep, with air. Now, they may have to have a different, heavier compressor. You can have one in your home, in your garage. You come home after driving 50, 60 miles, and you just hook it up to the compressor, and the same amount of time it takes to fill your tank with gas, less time than to charge a battery. You just put air, just simple air, that you can't find an energy source that is cleaner, more abundant, cheaper.
How far can you get? With the 50, 60 miles, I mean, what are you really talking about? How fast you can go? What are we looking at?
It's capable of 80, 90 miles an hour, but that uses the air up pretty fast. So say at speeds, city speeds, 35, 40, 45 miles an hour, you get that kind of range. However, if you go to...
It looks small, Pat. It looks small. Now, you're a very thin and fit guy. I would be Fred Flintstone in this puppy. There's no way this thing is going to even...
Well, have you sat in a smart car yet?
I have.
Have you sat?
Not without Criscoing myself. Not without Crisco. So I'm just saying, I'm wondering whether there should be like a weight limit on passengers, and like how many people can fit in it.
Well, there's 4 passenger cars, and then there's the minivan, which would accommodate at least 5.
There's a minivan in this?
And yes, there's a minivan. Wow. It looks like a Kia. It does. It's cute. I thought you guys had pictures of it already.
We do. We have it here.
Available. And the passenger cars are every bit as cute and attractive as the smart car, but they already have the technology. The same engineering firm, and the patents are in Luxembourg. Tata Motors is already marketing it. Australia and 13 other countries have already licensed the technology. For some reason, the U.S. has not. That's why I'm involved. But there's a technology already in place to heat the air with a small little, like a lawnmower motor. Uses it, say, for $3.50 worth of gas at current prices. You have a 1,000-mile range.
Man, oh man.
Now, this is not talk. This is not drawing board. This is reality. The cars are being marketed, sold, driven, and there are YouTube and other website videos where you can see the BBC in England has already done a very, very encouraging piece, and the guy leaning out of the minivan at the end of the piece says, this has got to be the future of motor transportation, and I say it.
And he wasn't the chairman of Tata Motors, right? It was an actual.
No, he's just an objective BBC.
All right.
No, he's not.
All right.
However, I'm chairman of the advisory board at Pepperdine, and we're going to be giving an honorary degree to Mr. Tata of Tata Motors.
Well, they're a big deal. Well,
future.
they're a big deal, and that's hardly a sham type outfit.
And I'm
Pat
also
Boone?
dealing today. I'm talking to the Department of Energy, setting up the meetings because I'm looking for a grant, like my friend Boone Pickens.
Okay, well, that's good stuff. Pat Boone, always a pleasure. This sounds neat. Pat Boone.
Yeah.